With just a few days left to go in the Washington, D.C. area, I wanted to put together a video of some of my thoughts that I'm having right now about moving to Florida. My hope with this video is to do two things. First of all, I want to be able to remember how I was feeling right before the move and see if it kind of lines up with how I feel maybe 3 months after we've been there. See if if I really am scared, does it take away from the magic? I'm going to go over some of those things. The second reason is I want to be able to help you if you're thinking about a move too, so you can see kind of how I've been going through this process, and if you're about to go through a move, maybe you've gone through a similar thinking process. Hopefully it helps. When I was initially thinking about moving to Florida, it was all excitement. It was excitement, I can't wait, it's going to be magical, every festival, every event, every special opening, everything. We're going to do all the things, but that slowly evolved into even more than excitement. This move will also allow me to save money for more adventures like cruises, maybe adventures by Disney, perhaps Aulani again, Disneyland, maybe D23 in the future. That would be amazing. I have never been before, but because I no longer have to travel to the Walt Disney World Resort, I'm already there, I can use my travel money to go elsewhere. The overseas Disney parks have been on my mind as well. There are a lot of different things that I want to do, but on top of all of these thoughts about excitement and where we're going and the future and all of that good stuff, there is also an underlying feeling of fear. It really is a strange feeling because I can make a list of positives and negatives, and even possible negatives that could be associated with moving to Florida. And of course there are things that I don't know now, and I get that, but these positives and negatives are right there, and the positives vastly outweigh the negatives, at least to me. So to me it doesn't make any sense logically to consider that why is there any fear if it's full of positives? Why would I be afraid to do something that I've wanted to do since I was very young? Something that I have been thinking about and considering for years. Why would I start to feel fear? The truth of the matter is it really is not logical. The main part of my brain is saying, go, Michael, go, go, go. Michael, go to Disney, you get the idea. But the other part of my brain, just a small little bit there, says, I don't know about this, Michael. What if it's not as good as your current situation? So the truth is, it's not logical at all. After thinking about this for a few days, I reached out to a few friends and I was wondering, have you ever felt this way before? And my friend Steven had some really interesting thoughts about it. He said, Michael, this is your brain's way of protecting you. It's natural. The brain does not like to go outside of the comfort zone. It says, okay, we're good over here. We don't need to go there. We're good here. We're fine. We're good. And this is not what I want to do. So I want to go kind of beyond that comfort zone and try something new. It's funny to think about, even though I'm in charge of this and I can say this is what we're doing and I'm excited about it, underneath there's that underlying feeling of, are you sure you want to do this? Are you 100% sure? Do you think it's going to be better? Could you lose the magic? Could this be a worse situation? Don't you want to come back over here where you know it's safe and everything? But you have to be willing to take the chance, to move past it in order to reach that next level of happiness, at least in my opinion. Another friend of mine, Laura, said something very smart. She said, Michael, it would be worse if you never tried it, because then you would always be wondering, what if? Just like in my announcement video, what if I had never made that change? Would it make me even happier? How can I know sitting here? The truth of the matter is, I can't know. The only way to find out for sure is to try. It really is true, and I gotta be honest with you, the idea of never moving forward, never making that progress is even scarier to me right now than the idea of moving. Just thinking about it for a moment, 20, 30 years from now, I'm sitting here, I'm saying to myself, what if I had moved? Maybe I would have been happier than I am right now. That is not something I am willing to accept. I am not willing to go through that. I am not willing to sit and possibly regret something I did not try, I did not do. I'm not willing to say I'm afraid of something because I just don't know about it. It's the unknown, something I know versus the unknown. I'm not willing to say I'm afraid of the unknown, so I'm not going to try it. It's unknown, it's scary, but I'm definitely moving. Now, on top of that fear that I'm feeling that's starting to diminish every single day, especially with comments from friends, but I'm sure it's going to go up and down as we go, there is another big factor on my mind, a factor that's bigger than any other that I've mentioned earlier, and that is the distance from my family. Now, it is true that David and Dad will be joining me, at least for a little while, but the idea that I will not be seeing Mom, Michelle, my sister, my uncle, and my grandmother nearly as much as I do now is the most difficult part of this entire thing. I'm secretly trying to convince the rest of my family to move to the Central Florida area. We'll see if I'm successful in the next few years. But the idea alone that I won't be seeing them that frequently is just not working for me. It's not working. So instead, I'm already trying to think of some new ways where they can come visit extremely frequently. I'm talking about maybe once every other month, coming on down, going to the parks, planning cruises, a lot of different things I'm trying to schedule in advance so that I have specific days to look forward to. I can say, okay, I'll see you in this many days as I'm leaving. That's how I feel about it. So that way, there's, you know what, there's a next step. It's not goodbye, it is not goodbye. It is, I'll see you in this many days. Makes it that much easier, at least to me. I still remember the day when I went with my brother to California and dropped him off for college. I actually flew him out there so that I could help him get situated. And I remember I was there for a few days, we were looking around, and I remember that as I was leaving, it was early in the morning, an early morning flight from California back, those moments as I was, saying bye and I didn't know when I would see my brother again, that was some of the most difficult experience. That was difficult. It was just difficult for both of us. I can only speak for myself, but it was pretty difficult. It's not something I want to go through again. I know there are even more difficult hurdles in life. I do know that. I realize that. But that was very painful for me. It's not something I want to go through again. And I feel like scheduling things in advance takes away from that quite a bit. I'm able to say, hey, I'm going to see you on this day. It's going to be great. Looking forward to it. Let's keep planning as I'm getting there. So I get there and we can continue the plans, and I'll see you real soon. I truly feel like getting those plans on paper really helps. If it's something that you're really concerned about and you're worried about not seeing family for a long time, try scheduling a trip once you're there. Then you have something to look forward to. Oh, we're counting down a couple days until I see family again. It's just a thought. Now, I did touch on some fears and some sadness associated with this move. That being said, the amount of joy, wonder, and excitement that I feel about moving to Central Florida, you know what? Putting it mildly, is difficult to contain. That's how strong these feelings are. It's going to be a completely new style of experiencing the magic, really diving into those details, seeing every small aspect, trying things that I've never tried before. And I can actually feel that fear of losing the magic is starting to fade away from me. It really is. And it's thanks to your comments. So many friends have told me, Michael, I've been here for 20 years, 5 years. I got here last year and I'm loving it, and the magic has never gone away from me. Those kind of comments really help. They really do. So I'm telling you right now how much I appreciate that. I'm confident. I am confident the magic's not going to go away. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to just every single day, 24 hours. No, I'm not going to do that. It's going to be, casual, several times a week. I'm going to get kind of slower first, and then it's going to pick up a little bit as I feel comfortable. But I'm very confident that the magic is not going to go away thanks to your comments. In the end, it is a fear of change that I feel in this moment, a fear of the unknown. But what's even more powerful than that is the knowledge and the idea that I will be far happier and enjoy life even more by taking that leap and pushing past the fear. I want to take a moment to say to you and remind myself in the future how much I appreciate your comments. They really have had an impact on how I feel about this move. I can't respond to every single one as much as I would like to, otherwise I'd have no time to make videos, but I do have the notifications on and I'm still looking at them as they're coming through, liking as many as I can. And that feeling of knowing that there is this community, that we are community and sharing the magic together, has helped in more ways than I can possibly describe. It is scary, no doubt about it, but it's also an extremely exciting time. Those are my thoughts about moving to Florida. Let me know if you have any other thoughts to add. Have you done a move recently? Have you moved to Florida and absolutely love it? Or maybe you're just taking notes and you're thinking about possibly moving in the future. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.